c'est le mot de remerciement d'amour.
First of all, she thanks us.
Vraiment, nous sommes là avec les enfants bien encadrés et les sponsors, vraiment, ce qu'on peut dire, bienfaiteurs. En tout cas, vous êtes en train de les encadrer scientifiquement.
Today you are now in DRC. How do you see this country?
I see it as a lot of development needs to take place, but as the people with a strong work ethic, people that are willing to work hard to achieve.
What image can you see in the GRC as far as wars are concerned?
I find it very disruptive for the populace of the country, and everyone having to flee from villages and having to be afraid that they're going to be killed, moving around, and even being just afraid that they're going to be robbed, not even by the soldiers, but by other robbers that would take advantage of a time of disruption in the country.
Vraiment, il est un peu désolant parce que là, vu que non, il y a beaucoup de populations qui sont en train de retourner au niveau du village. Il y a aussi d'autres populations qui sont dans notre pays étranger. Il y a beaucoup de gens qui vivent ici avec la peur et cela ne donne pas l'image d'un bon pays. Depending on our organization, what can we say about this situation of
I find it very hard on the people. Hunger is rampant. There are more orphans, more need, and the disruption is putting people out of work, and it is causing food prices to go up. Transportation of needed supplies to come into the country has been reduced and making it more and more difficult on the people.
Il est en train de voir beaucoup de difficultés parce qu'il y a de la famine, il y a un nombre qui est déjà augmenté des orphelins et que la situation, même le transport, n'est pas encore aisée pour la population. For us as an organization, FOR ORPHANS-Congo, we have been working before the war, and then we are still working during the war. How can you merge the two situations? Before the war and after the war?
For FOR ORPHANS-Congo, it was easier to move around, and we were free to visit people in their homes. I was able to travel to more remote villages and see the people, to take pictures, videos, to bring back to Canada, to let people know the need, how great it is here, and how easy it is to help someone with even a small amount of money to change their life. But now it makes it more difficult for me to be able to move freely. I have to be aware that others that travel with me may be injured, not just myself.
Vraiment pour lui, avant c'était vraiment facile de voyager dans beaucoup de villages, rencontrer des populations, savoir leurs besoins et prendre des vidéos et des photos pour qu'ils le montrent aux autres au niveau du Canada, pour qu'ils sachent quels sont les besoins que la population congolaise a besoin. Et le peu d'argent qu'ils donnent aider toujours la population. Mais aujourd'hui, pendant cette guerre, cette étape de guerre, ils se voient limités de ne pas visiter pour rencontrer, pour entrer sur le terrain et savoir les besoins de la population. Et même aussi, il a peur de voyager lui-même. C'est pour cette raison qu'il reste ici pour la population. Quelques populations les rencontrent ici pour en parler. Mais après la guerre, pour lui, la situation n'est pas bonne. The situation is not good in DRC, and you can see that the humanitarian are not coming for help. So he wants just to know, from the beginning, since we started working here as an organization, what have we done and what do we think we can do in the future?
One of the biggest things that we have done as an organization, Hope for Orphans-Congo has focused on bringing orphans up through to be a stable adult, rather than letting them just go out on their own at teenage years. And I think that for us, seeing people develop, be able to go to university, be able to start small businesses of their own, they become a stable civilian here in their own land, so they can build up their community and strengthen other people.
Donc notre focus est de voir cet enfant orphelin adolescent qui est devenu déjà adulte et qui est stable et qui est normalement capable de faire l'université ou soit aussi faire de l'entrepreneuriat pour qu'il soit un peu civilisé et faire de grandes choses dans la communauté. He wants just to know the message that you are going to give to different people who are inside the country and others who are outside the country, because yourself, you've been in the country, you've seen the situation. He wants just to give the message so that people who will be listening to us may get the message.
One of the biggest messages that I have is my own life, that the Lord has worked in my life and been a blessing to me in many, many ways. And I would encourage everyone to put their trust and their hope in Jesus Christ, because only He is the one that can really meet every need, and He can see them through every difficulty in their life. And if we don't have a hope, then we would give up and no longer struggle to see our way through this time of difficulty.
Personnellement, le message qu'il a, c'est de l'expérience, l'espoir. Parce que dans lui, il a toujours l'espoir que moi, à travers Jésus-Christ, si les gens croyant en Jésus-Christ, c'est Jésus seul qui est capable de changer toute la situation actuelle. C'est là qu'il appelle toutes les personnes de croire en Jésus-Christ, parce que Jésus-Christ peut répondre à toutes nos préoccupations.
And also, I would encourage everyone inside the country to work together.
Je peux encourager toutes les personnes qui sont à l'intérieur du pays de travailler ensemble.
Because no one's going through this alone. And if you try to do everything on your own, you're not going to survive. But if you work together as families, as church groups, as communities, as neighborhoods, you're going to see it a little easier through this. And there will be a brighter day.
Parce que faire une chose individuellement, on a toujours des limites. Mais faire des choses en groupe ou en communauté, nous pouvons tous persévérer. For Orphans-Congo, does it have another partnership with another organization?
No, there's not another organization. We're working with that, and we have some churches up in Canada that do make donations to us, and also a number of just individuals that have a desire to help orphan children here, that are helping the charity move forward, sponsor children, and provide the things that they have need of for food, for education.
Nous n'avons pas aucun partenariat avec d'autres organisations, seulement qu'au niveau du Canada, nous avons des églises qui font des collectes de fonds. Les collectes de fonds vont directement au niveau de l'organisation, mais aussi il y a un groupe d'individus qui ont cette bonne foi d'aider l'organisation et que la somme-là envoyait déjà payer les frais scolaires pour les enfants et donne aussi à manger.
But we do welcome any organization that would like to reach out to us to collaborate and make a stronger impact in Congo. I would be glad to speak to them.
Il peut être content d'avoir des partenariats avec d'autres organisations pour qu'ils travaillent ensemble et faire de bonnes choses en RDC. Et il pense qu'il va parler avec d'autres organisations. Here on just know the number of orphans, vulnerables that we intend to help in DRC.
The number of orphans that we're helping currently, about 150 children we're helping with school fees. And then we have some that are in university now.
Au niveau de l'éducation, nous avons au moins 150 orphelins qui nous aident avec les frais scolaires et d'autres sont à l'université.